Hello and welcome. This training will cover the process of completing the ICANN claim for reimbursement for the CACFP. If you have questions about the claim, direct them to the Department of Education, Finance, and Management at 605-773-3456. Note that this training is intended for center-based programs in the state and not home-based programs. The reimbursement structure for home-based programs and for sponsors of homes is significantly different. Contact Finance and Management with questions about those claims. Reimbursement funds are made available to the states from the USDA. To receive reimbursement, participating sponsors must have an agreement with the state agency/CANS and must submit claims to CANS. Claims for reimbursement can only be paid for approved meal types in accordance to the site's ICANN application. All records used to support a claim must be retained for the 3 years after the submission date of the final claim for that fiscal year. USDA publishes the new rates in the Federal Register each year and are applicable July 1st. There are 3 rates of reimbursement: free, reduced, and paid. The paid rates are paid for children whose families do not qualify for a higher rate or for families who opt not to fill out the required paperwork for the higher rates. For more extensive training on free and reduced price meal applications, please attend the CACFP Free and Reduced Price Meal Applications training. CANS recommends the following steps when processing the claims for each site. Update the eligibility roster at the end of each month. Collect meal count records from each site. If you have more than one site, make sure to keep the meal count stored and separated by site, and enter separate claims for each site. Edit checks must be completed prior to submitting claims on the ICANN system for reimbursement. Once you've gathered all meal counts for the month of claim, you can start your consolidation process. Make sure that you are reviewing the first and last day of the month. It's highly recommended that you start a new month on a new meal count sheet. Example, don't have June 30th on the July 1st meal count. Make sure to cross out any extra meals that may have been marked or served to the children. You may not claim more than 3 meals per day per child. At least one of the 3 meals must be a snack. The only exception to the requirement to claim at least one snack is in emergency shelters. Using the updated eligibility roster, the count should be highlighted by category: free, reduced, or paid. You don't need to highlight all 3 categories, just highlight the 2 smallest groups, and then the children whose names are not highlighted are the 3rd group. While maintaining confidentiality, add up each of the categories. Have a second staff member verify the final count. It is important to ensure that confidentiality is maintained during the entire process. Once totals have been verified by at least 2 staff, you can add the totals into ICANN. ICANN claims are due the 10th of each month if you wish to be paid on time. Claims that are not received by the 10th of the month will not be paid on time. If the 10th falls on a weekend, then claims are due on the next business day. Claims must be submitted within 60 days of the end of the month if you want to be paid at all. If your agency misses the 60-day deadline, you may submit a one-time exception request. However, the CANS office can only approve this request once every 36 months. Your agency must be able to provide justification as to why the deadline was missed and how you will prevent the issue from occurring again. This video shows the steps to submit a claim. So first, select Claims on the toolbar, and then select Original Claim. Then select the site you are entering the claim for. Enter the appropriate information for each of the questions listed, and click Save. If there are errors, it's recommended to correct them now, but you can make the corrections later if you wish. If you make the corrections later, be sure to go back in as your claim will not be submitted until you do so. Click Continue, Review, and click the Certification button, and then finally click the Finish button. A couple of reminders. If you wish to look at your claim, you can always select the View tab. If your claim is in invalidated or accepted status, you will be able to modify at any time. If your claim is in processes status, you must submit a revision if changes are needed to be made. If your claim is in pending status, you need to go back and review, as this means the claim has not been submitted. Once your claim has been submitted, you will receive an email informing you of this. All records related to the claim must be kept on file for 3 years plus the current year. And here's our non-discrimination statement. And then finally, please don't hesitate to reach out with any questions or comments. And thank you for watching.